Hello everybody, and welcome to yet another Dota 2 pubcast. Amorak and I will be casting another one of our friends' game here today, and let's get right into it. So we've got, starting us off on the Radiant side, we have Mulitario on the Clinks. We've got LGBT BLT Sandwich picking up the Earthshaker there in the off lane. We have Black Hat Badger playing the mid SF, and Shy on GLS playing your Pudge. And finally, looks like here in the safe lane we have Driz K on the Sand King. And do you want to introduce Dire Heroes, Matt? Okay, well I don't think Matthew's with us right now, so I'll go ahead and introduce them. We have Moon picking up the Crystal Maiden. On the Zeus is VP Lord. On the Slardar is Odin. We've got on the offlane Tidehunters Mr. Pucks, and some random Asian characters will be playing the Drow Ranger.
Sorry about that. I forgot I had turned on push to talk.
Oh, okay.
So I was just talking randomly.
That'll do it. Looks like Radiant trying to make an aggressive play here on this rune. They've got the raises here to start things up. There's a fissure blocking in the Slardar, but the big three-man crush will hold them back. I don't think there will be a first blood here. Oh, but the hook comes out onto Moon. Moon's getting very low here. LGBT both. There's the root. The big stun holds him back. What a crush. Saves Crystal Maiden. Oh, it doesn't though. There's the fissure. Securing first blood, going to the Earthshaker here. Definitely used up a lot to get it, but it's probably worth it.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
So he did not come with any regen. He just has a bracer.
Oh no.
Maybe less worth it then, because he's not going to have any mana until he goes back to the shrine.
Which was popped. Wait. No, it wasn't.
Oh.
No,
what?
no, it wasn't. I'm mistaken. Alright. And to start things off, we have a Zeus versus the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend has 2 last hits, but doesn't have the Necromastery yet, so it's not quite going to be benefiting as much as it would.
I'm not certain what position the Sand King is playing. He just tried to pull, not quite on the right timing though.
This Drow is
So
pretty
will not
low.
connect.
They don't have the Burrow Strike though, so maybe this... Oh, this will be a kill as...
Drow's pathing
No.
is
She
iffy.
She turned back there and looked like she was going to be in trouble, but she popped the Fairy Fire and will make it away. But it is quite low. Meanwhile, top lane, Moon does bring down this Earthshaker. Maybe a product of a little lack of regen there from the Earthshaker, but we'll forgive him for now.
Shadow Fiend will have to pop himself middle.
Yeah, he has.
And it's just very, very little in terms of regen. Going for a fast bottle, but having to pop yourself when you're only at 300 gold is not a good way to start a lane against Zeus.
Definitely not. Zeus has a lot of harass and still has quite a bit in terms of mana regen.
He has Arcane Aura and he has 2 more Clarities and a Mango. He's gonna be able to harass this. As long as he's playing correctly, he'll just harass this Shadow Fiend out.
Yep. That's the idea anyway. Oh, Earthshaker does end up picking up some tangos now, so we'll be better positioned to stay in lane.
He has learned from his mistake.
Definitely.
Pudge is looking for a hook.
He's looking for the hook on Odin. The hook doesn't quite
No,
connect.
not quite on the mark.
Hits the creep. He'll take that bonus gold unless the ranged creep steals it. He doesn't even get the last hit. Oh, what a sad day. As Black Hat Badger here in the mid lane is quite low. He is leading the Radiant team in CS, although he's still 5 CS behind this Zeus, who's 10 and 2 now. Definitely.
Zeus just ran uphill and Thunderstrike, Lightning Bolt once right now.
He's looking for this kill here mid lane. He's juking through the trees.
He might find him.
He might find him. There's Thunderstrike. Oh,
He just needs one more, but
he needs one more right click. The Arc Lightning's not quite enough to bring him down. As Shadow Fiend does just go ahead and hide.
pops his Fairy Fire, but now he has to back off.
Yeah. And
Bottle
Zeus
is on its way though.
Zeus looks to pick up a regen rune
Oh
here
wait,
too.
no. Bottle is not on its way. He ended up getting another salve and magic stick.
Oh.
That should help a lot with his lane though.
Magic Stick's amazing against Zeus, of course.
Oh, hook on Zeus.
Hook on Zeus, you're right. He's getting brought down very low, trying to make himself away.
I
But the
don't
rock,
think that he's gonna survive.
it's slowing him down too much. He can't quite do it. He tries to get some damage out, but in the end, you know, it's really not enough. Definitely a nice boost, giving this Shadow Fiend.
Huge kill for the Pudge.
And for the Shadow Fiend, it's giving him a break here as he's almost caught in CS already. As stun forward onto the Drow Ranger, gets hit down, will fall to the burning arrows here by Mulatario. And that's a pretty straightforward
This is a
kill.
very, very aggressive lane. It's difficult to play against. Tidehunter will be safe, but Drow being here is risky, to say the least.
And now, just like that, this Shadow Fiend is definitely ahead in CS, but it looks like he could go for a kill there.
He's dead.
Yeah, the last Arc Lightning will finish him off, which
Knocks him back down to 6 souls.
bit of a chaotic lane.
If he'd popped his wand, or stick, he would have been fine. But a little bit of an afterthought. Oh, Pudge will just run down the Zeus though.
He's looking to. He still has the hook there.
Zeus has
Does
no
quite a bit of
boosts and
damage. Yeah, this Zeus is just dead.
anything.
Pudge will take a few tower shots, but he doesn't mind. It's worth it. Pretty straightforward kill, but yeah, a lot of deaths happening by these mid laners. I believe they've both died twice. Actually, no, Shadow Fiend's only died once. Right, he didn't die that first time. Alright.
Yeah, he just had to play very passively, but now he's going to be able to get back ahead on CS, catch up on souls, make this lane very difficult for the Zeus.
As Odin on the Slardar does look to be going for the fast blink dagger. He's going into it without brown boots. He's got 1k gold in his pockets there, but he's opting to not go for boots yet. Just
is he just slapping XP or what's,
at
why
the
is
moment,
he?
At the moment he's not going up to last hit. This lane will push, and maybe he'll be able to get some. Well,
Maybe he's hoping that Earthshaker will walk up and he can get a kill. But
no, Pudge
Earthshaker will not
looking
make
for the hook. He will connect it onto the Zeus in the mid lane. He's going looking.
Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus looked to get that kill on the Black Hat Badger there,
but he hasn't used raindrops.
He does, and he won't be able to get it in the end.
Meanwhile, at top, not much happening. Just a little bit of harass from the Earthshaker.
Yeah. Just had to turn my voice volume down a little bit. It's a bit too loud there. As Zeus looks to make it go on to Black Hat Badger. I don't know if he has the range on this Arc Lightning, but at the last second, Shadow Fiend turns around and allows him to get that kill there. Definitely a nice kill.
He had the range if he went uphill.
Yeah, I think he did, but there's Drow is very dead. She gets walked down. That's a dominating
Pudge
streak.
is getting a lot of work done.
He really is. This Pudge is pretty much the saving grace for Radiant right now, if you ask me.
Completely. So he really should, with the map he's roaming, he should grab a bottle. And it's running low on mana a lot. Keeps having to pop these shrines that could be used for the offlaner.
Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden is positioned very aggressively. She gets fissured up, but here's Odin trying to turn things around. The crush goes on, stacked up with the root.
He just ends up falling instead.
He ends up sacrificing his life for that Crystal Maiden.
Probably not worth it.
Here's Pudge, maybe looking for this hook. It's up in 4 seconds, but he'll just run down first. Looks like this Crystal Maiden will be able
I think that he's trying to cut her off. Just didn't want her to see him coming.
Yeah, but it looks like she'll be fine.
Ends up giving up.
As Sand King is pretty low here, has to sandstorm
Drow
up.
has not leveled her silence. That would be a good thing to get
That would
against
be
the
a good
Sand
thing
King.
right now, yeah. But yeah, this Shadow Fiend meanwhile is pulling ahead in CS. I mean, it's not amazing CS regardless.
24 at 7:30.
It's
not amazing.
It's not amazing, but it's the best we've got on this team. Meanwhile, Burr strikes just off the mark on this Drow Ranger as Clinks goes forward, damages her a little bit.
Zeus was back there, and if they had gone on that, I believe they would have.
Meanwhile, Zeus ult is just enough to bring down this Earthshaker here in the top lane.
Dude,
I think they had Earthshaker without that. I think. But, Zeus players gotta do their thing.
Meanwhile, Pudge is going onto this Zeus, will bring him down. Drow's trying to make something happen here, but Pudge has these move speed item.
Pudge positioned very aggressively.
Yeah, he is.
But they're not gonna be able to make him pay for it.
No, they won't.
I'll take that.
As,
that like literally weakened.
Pudge grabs the arcane rune.
Earthshaker's maybe was looking to go for it on a moon. Used the fissure, but it wasn't enough to lock her down, and it was just some free harass because he had the fountain regen in the end. So
Pudge will show up at top lane. They see him coming, so it's not going to be a surprise.
yeah, they'll look to make themselves get out. He might go for a crazy blind hook here or something, as he is moving forward very aggressively.
Almost runs into the Slardar, but not quite.
In the end, starts to rotate towards mid. Maybe he'll get something on this Zeus here. Ends up. Zeus sees him now.
There's a creep between them, and
no, you won't be able to get this hook. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Sand King stuns up this Drow Ranger. He's trying to get away with his life. He will not, but Drow will pay for it. Yeah.
And that is a favorable trade for them.
As LGBT Bill Sandwich is going on to Moon, he uses the Echo Slam. He's trying to man up against the Slardar, but he's amped up.
But he gets bashed up.
Oh, wow. Almost dead. They're trapping. They're trying to survive. Yeah, there he goes. There it is. Oh, a little bit of trash talk coming out from LGBT Bill Sandwich, but
what do you think of his build? I think he's rushing Shadow Blade.
I'm not sure, but I think that Zeus is in quite a bit of trouble here, as Pudge does get in the rain for the rot. There's the Dismember. He has Hook.
Hook's not on the mark, but there is
should
LGBT
just be ran down. There's the Fissure. This is a dead Zeus.
Fissure.
Yeah. He'll be caught in place. Killing spree for the Earthshaker. Zeus is positioned very aggressively. I'm not sure exactly what.
I think he was grabbing the bounty rune. That's the only thing I can think of.
He did get the bounty rune.
Maybe he's trying to wrap around on the Earthshaker. Not sure.
Well, Sand King stun onto this Tidehunter. Would be a nice caustic finale bomb on the illusions, but doesn't actually happen.
Earthshaker has finished his phase boots and will be working on his Shadow Blade now.
Alright, looks like it, yeah. This may be the fabled crit shaker. Definitely an effective build in pubs in my experience. As a middle tower does fall for the Dire team. Looks like Shadow Fiend will finish it up. But there's the hook onto the Zeus. He gets stunned up. Burrow Strike on top.
Another death for him.
Clinks gets the kill in the end. Great hook though from Pudge.
He is now 6 deaths on that Zeus.
Yeah.
Not a good game for him.
Has no Ravage, and they run right into the middle.
Big silence though.
Yeah, it is the big silence. Pudge can't turn on this
I don't think it'll be enough.
Pudge will get this Tidehunter.
Has Hook.
Runs him down with
rot. Decides to throw it.
Doesn't actually throw it.
Throws at the illusion.
Oh, I think he thought the illusion was the real one. Was mistaken there, as LGBT BLT Sandwich. Big Fissure locks in this Drow Ranger. There's the rot. There's the slam. There's the last final punch.
And the Drow's bigger kill than Tidehunter.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, Dire will use this.
They should be able to just take this bottom tower.
Looks to be a pretty.
Between them. Oh, never mind. He does not have the minus armor yet.
Oh well, it's dead anyway.
Yeah, but they have a Clinks. Clinks is rushing Orchid. A little bit of an older build.
Moon's trying to do some damage to this top tower, but he gets TP rotated on. I don't think they have any cash for him, so he will just walk himself away there. Fissure's a little bit too far, and now he's safely positioned underneath his tower, as this Pudge is positioned very deep. He gets the hook off on a Drow, and the silence is off the mark. That's a Dismember and a kill. He immediately
just pops smoke.
Immediately smokes up and gets out.
He's gonna be able to get away.
He doesn't quite get popped by this Tidehunter, and yeah, just walks himself out after that silence was whiffed there a little bit. LGBT Spiel Sandwich is pretty aggressive here. He finds that Slardar. The fissure's off the mark, but it does block him in. He gets amped up. He gets stunned, but his friend Shadow Fiend's there to back him up. But they're looking to turn on this. Odin sprinting forward. But there's the root. Big root, big ult.
He didn't buy out.
He didn't buy out, and Black Hat Badger is now on the run. He doesn't quite get
Clinks is wrapping in.
Clinks is wrapping in. He's invisible. There's a lot of them here. This is very risky, but Musleterio...
They have vision on him.
They do. They know he's there, and they have a Zeus who can just reveal him. Boom, he does it, but this is a battle of the DPS.
Looks like he's gonna die anyway. Oh,
Zeus will juke his way out. Oh, wow. And he gets seen there, but...
Looks like he will make it out.
Yep. Oh, he gets stunned up. They don't see him.
But it's not gonna be anything.
They don't see him, but this Pudge should die here.
And Clinks is contemplating going back in, but I don't believe that he will.
Yeah, the final lightning bolt will bring down the Pudge as big echo slam into crit. Just tears through this Slardar here. He was not ready for that. He got taken out.
Well, he's still fighting up top. This is a dead Earthshaker.
Yeah, this is a dead Earthshaker. He tries to get away with a final Crystal Maiden right click. We'll bring him down.
You know those Crystal Maiden right clicks are big.
Oh man, they are big. Crystal Maiden's not even level 10 yet, so he doesn't have the...
Drow is level 7.
Oh boy.
He's way behind on levels.
That's not super good, considering Drow, I think, was playing as their position 1. Actually, Slardar was in the safe lane, but...
I'll take that.
You know, lanes don't mean that much in this level. By the way, I know I even said, but this is like a 2K-ish replay.
So, what do you think of this Tidehunter's build?
In terms of skill build, maxing the Gush?
Yeah, maxing Gush.
I mean, he might be able to gush down this Sand King with it. He's running after him there. He has the Anchor Smash in 1 second. Will use it, but there's the Burrow Strike to the low ground. Drisk will look to walk it off.
There's a Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus does get the ultimate, finishes him off. As Pudge dies here by the top rune, looks like he was pretty deep there as got caught out by the Slardar. And that kill actually goes to Drow Ranger, which is probably a much needed bonus as she does finish up the Ogre Club. Looking to build that early Dragon Lance, or I mean, not early exactly at this point, but...
Early for this game.
I mean, I guess. Drow has 27 CS at 15 minutes, so nothing is really early that she buys.
That's what I'm saying, like, but in terms of farm this game, not many people have much.
No, they really don't. Highest being this Shadow Fiend, who still has a pretty low amount of CS.
He will have his Dragon Lance up right now.
Yeah.
Which...
And actually the Blink comes out from the Crystal Maiden. Could look to set up some nice ults or pickoffs here, as LGBT Ability Sandwich is still farming away here in the top lane. Taking up the second highest CS, coming in at 40 at 16 minutes. Clinks does go forward.
Just about matching the net worth of the other two cores.
Clinks finding the Drow here in the dire jungle. Will run his way out. There's nobody there.
That's gonna delay her Shadow Blade even I mean, not Shadow Blade, her Dragon Lance even further.
Yeah. She actually is just one Band of Elven Skin away, so, you know, she's getting close there. She can do it. As Zeus actually looks to de-ward using a Sentry Ward. He pops the Sentry on that cliff, but he could have just Lightning Bolted. That would have been way cheaper. Yeah,
the Zeus has Blink Dagger, but there's Sand King to back up the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
I mean, he has Tide, and Tide has not yet thrown Ravage this game. Like,
it's been on cooldown a couple
meanwhile,
top lane.
Wait, what's thrown? I just missed it.
I've seen it on cooldown 2 separate times, but I never saw it be used. I don't know when it happened, but I don't think it ever actually resulted in a kill.
I mean, he's been using Gush to farm creeps, so maybe Ravage farming creeps.
If there were farming Ravages this game, I wouldn't be too surprised, but you know, at this point, who knows?
You never know.
You never know. There's no way to tell. As
Besides paying closer attention, which we're both bad at.
Oh yeah, no, that's hard, and therefore I'm not gonna do it.
Tidehunter does have his Blink Dagger up.
Pudge does get the hook off onto this Drow Ranger. He's getting slowed up by the Frost Arrows. Blink forward from the Zeus, trying to catch him, and he's juking. He's jiving through the trees. Does pop out Rot, goes in for the ultimate on Zeus, trying to
gets the kill.
Gets the hook at the last end, but it looks like this Drow will bring him down. As there's a big ultimate from Moon. Gets hit down by this Earthshaker as big 2-man crush, trying to man up against the Earthshaker. Clinks is here, Shadow Fiend's here. There's not much. Drow's trying to make something happen. Clinks tries to turn on her.
Too many.
There's too many. Maybe she can get this Clinks here, but no. He'll just run himself away in the end.
And he does have his Orchid as soon as he buys the recipe.
Nice.
That's decent timing. Like, not good, but not bad.
Either. Yeah, I mean...
Ravage is on cooldown.
Again? What did he do? What did he use it on?
I didn't see.
There was that fight top, but he wasn't there. He spawed the whole time.
I'm really confused. I was trying to watch him just to make sure I didn't miss it again, but I guess
I'm confused as to
I have no idea where.
He's used it at least 3 times this game, but when and for what purpose I really don't know.
They're probably just escape ravages, most likely.
Maybe, but
just keeping himself safe.
Maybe. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll give it to him.
Or he's farming ancients.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this Tidehunter, as Tidehunter does, well, get spotted out by this Earthshaker here as...
Oh no, she just placed a little bit late on that.
Just a bit late. She gets fissured up. Dead. Yeah, the crit does bring her down as Tidehunter tries to keep...
Oh, it's always frustrating when you place a sentry ward
but here's
just in
Zeus,
time to die.
blink forward, nuking him down, but not enough. Meanwhile, Slaughter was actually taken out by Pudge, I think. We missed that kill. We were looking at the action down by the river.
Zeus is going for a very aggressive build with this blink dagger, but he hasn't been playing aggressive with it. He needs to change that, like, as fast as possible. There's no other way they turn this around, as far as I can see.
Yeah, this game's...
Like, unless they have some good Ravages.
Definitely.
But that's typically on cooldown.
The net worth has climbed to about 25 or 7,500 in favor of Radiant, as well as 6,000.
Tidehunter.
Yeah.
Tidehunter will be fine because Kraken.
Oh no! But there's the great fissure from Earthshaker. Will he be able to make it out?
It will be.
He won't. But there's the TP rotations.
Clinks
is down. He gets amped up.
Unstoppable streak. 460 gold going into the pocket of Slardar.
Definitely. I think Dire will definitely take that trade. As looks like there's a pick onto that drow as Earthshaker tries to find the
Slardar is trapped in. Can't move at all.
He couldn't. Oh wow, that was a beautiful fissure. His hook just off the mark on the moon.
Almost.
Oh man, that would have been a beautiful hook if it...
I would say it's a beautiful fissure, but that was not the intention.
Oh yeah, that fissure was worked out really well for him. You know, you never know. I'm gonna assume that that's exactly...
No, I was watching him. He tried, and then he walked away because the pathing fucked him up. That was not the intention. But hey, it worked. Blink onto the Shadow Fiend, but
he's trying to man up against the Shadow Fiend, but Moon's there, rooting him up, trying to see if they have the follow-up damage for this, as he just turns, mans up. In the end, they'll both fall, but again, I'm sure Dire will be happy about that.
Yeah, that's a good trade.
Yeah. Moon makes a face.
Knocked Shadow Fiend down in souls again. And Shadow Fiend is the highest net worth in the game. That's a big one.
Yeah, the top 4 net worth heroes are actually all on Radiant. In fact, that doesn't bode well for Dire.
Not quite gonna hit.
Not quite. He gets stunned
up.
I
believe that Pudge will be in trouble here.
Yeah,
but he has Blade Mail, so
he does Blade Mail. Goes for the TP out. Do they have the bash? Oh,
no, they have the Zeus Lightning Bolt.
They have the Zeus Lightning Bolt. Zeus was in the neighborhood. He says, "You walked in the wrong neighborhood." That's what he says.
Zeus not Zeus. Clink's contemplating going for kill on the Drow.
I feel like he can do it. He actually does. Cast
the
Strafe.
He does not pop his Orchid.
Doesn't, but it's going to be enough.
It would have been a much easier kill.
They have the vision on him, but here's his friend Earthshaker. Just blows apart.
A Ravage!
First Ravage in the game. It's beautiful. Earthshaker tries to...
we see.
Yeah, first Ravage we saw. That was guaranteed a good Ravage, but Earthshaker trying to fight his way out of it, but it's not happening. That was just too beautiful of a Ravage. I'm commending this Earthshaker, or this Tidehunter. It's beautiful.
Echo Slam's just a little bit underwhelming if you don't have any creeps in the AoE. Like, it's good damage, but Ravage is better.
Yeah, I mean, Ravage is just a better skill in general. Probably not.
Yeah, in some ways.
I mean, it's an okay ability, I guess.
They're both really good. Different uses. Ravage is not meant to be used for damage.
Yeah, it's more of a farming ability in my opinion.
Oh yes. The farming Ravage. Oh, hook.
Oh, there's the hook on a Tidehunter. He gets ulted. No, the ult doesn't actually quite go off as Shadow Fiend tries to finish up this Tidehunter, but he'll pay with his life as Pudge is forced to back away. He has the hook in 1 second.
He'll be found.
Here's LGBT BLT Sandwich tries to get the double kill. Doesn't quite get it as there's the fissure forward onto a Drow.
Oh no,
cuts him off.
Can't quite get to him.
He's running forward, tries to get this off, but there's the silence, there's the pushback. Looks like Drow will walk away with his life.
And at times like these, a blink would be nice.
Blink would be nice. As Slardar, he has a blink, and he uses it as Earthshaker gets hooked. But yeah, Odin will probably walk away with his life. Pudge will go for the
No,
hook in
that-
1 second.
He has vision on both of them, so.
The hook's just off the mark there, as looks like Clinks is actually moving in aggressively here. Slaughter will blink out yet again, narrowly avoiding danger here as Radiant looks to move forward onto this tower.
Zeus is hiding in the trees, but he shows.
He does show himself. That was
Very risky.
It was, but he blinks his way out as this tower is just gone. I mean, there's
Hook doesn't connect.
just off the mark. That would have been a good start to the team fight, picking off that drow.
So Shadowfiend's looking to refill his souls at the top lane. And gets
There's
2
the
CS out of
dust.
that lane.
Clinks is dusted up, and he's blocked in here. There's no escape. He gets stunned up onto the Sand King, and Clinks should be brought down here, as he will be, as Drow mans up against the Sand King, trying to get away with his life, but he will. Meanwhile, there's a big fissure holding Dire back.
Ravage is back off cooldown. If he were to blink forward, this could be.
He does
yeah.
blink. There's the Ravage. They're both stunned. Silence is off the mark, but Pudge is slowed down. He goes for the TP out, but
Earthshaker will get out. He looks
There's
like he's trying to go back in.
he is. This is very risky, but absolutely blows up the Crystal Maiden.
As far as I can.
He does have enough mana for a ult here, but he'll use it to try to fissure.
There's gonna be a lightning bolt, and then he'll be brought down.
Blink forward from his.
Very, very, very greedy.
He took a lot of damage from that CM ult, and then didn't have enough mana to. I thought he
And
was
they had
gonna
vision
go
on him the whole time.
Oh, you're right. Wait. Yeah, there's the sentry.
Both
the
that
part I
and there was
missed.
lightning bolt in the area. I mean, just
Weird.
very greedy play.
Bit greedy, yeah. That's okay, though.
But he will finish his Desolator now, so kill potential is even higher.
Oh man, yeah,
It
definitely.
was already really high. He could two-shot most people in the game, besides maybe the Tidehunter and maybe Slardar, but I think even Slardar.
Yeah. Slaughter having that fairly high armor value, but yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, looks like both teams for now will just sit back and farm, except Clinks actually is looking for a little bit more action here. He's got Pudge to back him up, but he strafes forward, running through the dire jungle here. He won't quite find this Drow Ranger as Drow goes to lane, but he sees him now. Maybe he'll look to...
So each Earthshaker hit does 700 damage, just over 700 damage.
Looks like all these Radiant heroes will get scattered by that Thunder God's Wrath, so Dire will back themselves out of here as soon as possible, as Shadow Fiend is very deep. He does get spotted out. There are more sentries here, and there's a
Blink
Zeus behind
forward,
him.
lightning bolt should be
a
Shadow
dead.
Fiend.
He gets arc lightninged up. He runs away though.
Unless he jukes.
The Shadow Blade has run out, and he will be dead here very shortly. Unless he
Oh,
gets his haste
maybe
rune.
not.
He could live here. Meanwhile, I'm going to move
He
away
jukes
from
him
that
out.
as he does juke him out, and Drow gets brought down by the Pudge. This could be a very big fight as Moon absolutely
Ravage is-
destroyed. And same goes for this this Slardar. He stuns up, tries to make his way out, but he gets silenced
He's
up.
dead.
The last click from Clinks will kill him out. As this Shadow Fiend's still running. He's still running. He hasn't stopped. Oh no.
And he's just gonna pop the shrine
Yep. As
and go back to farming.
Shaker looks to frantically draw on the map. Not sure what he's trying to convey there, but
I believe he's saying, let's push tower while 3 are dead.
I believe that's what they're doing anyway. So,
Well,
Regardless, this
Shadowfiend
tower-
and Clinks are not, and those are the 2 fastest pushers.
yeah,
I mean,
but
Earthshaker's also very fast with Desolator builds. Holy shit.
Zeus, please don't do that. Begs Black Cat Badger, but if I had to bet out,
BKB will be coming out for Clinks. BKB is almost coming out for Shadowfiend. This life's gonna get a lot harder for this Tidehunter.
BKB's BKB is huge this game. I mean, like they
the
don't.
only one that they have Drow and Slardar, but Drow is just so far behind. It's not even gonna
BKB
matter if
is-
she right clicks you really.
Just shuts down 4 out of 5 heroes on this team, I think. I mean, Sardar's nice. He can right-click sorta with amplify
And he
damage.
can still amp damage or corrosive haze or whatever it's called, but
It's
let's
still
be
not that
honest,
good.
Slardar's main utility is his stun.
It's his stun. Yeah, that's like, yeah, his main use. As they do look to bring down this top shrine. Maybe they'll try to go into a Roche attempt as they're in the
They can
neighborhood.
roast very, very
It
quickly.
gets pinged out by Earthshaker, but I don't think his team is looking to join him in this.
No, they are gonna come join him.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Oh, maybe not Clinks, but all he really needs is a Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend aura combined with his Desolator.
Yeah.
And then the Clinks attacks. This will be a very quick rush.
Yeah, the rush will fall here for sure. As looks like Pudge is distracting them. He's making space for his team to get a rush on. As it will fall there. Don't have the catch for him.
Aegis will go on to the Clinks, who's just finished his BKB. And BKB is finished on Shadow Fiend. I believe that this would be the time for them to group.
Yep, as Hook does come out onto the Slardar, he gets fresh meated up, but there's the Ravage.
Very, very aggressive.
He wanted to save his friend, but it wasn't just enough. He took down to the Rot. As with Ravage down, this is a really great opportunity for the Radiant team to just push into the base. You know, this Shadow Fiend, however, does get scattered out by the Sentry, will be brought down by the Drow right clicks, but there's a big ult from LGBT Buildy Sandwich, and finishes off the Crystal Maiden with his fissure. He runs forward. There's the crit. He's quite low though, as Clinks mans up against this Tidehunter and forces him back. Meanwhile,
for 500 damage.
Meanwhile, Sand King is stuck in the trees. That's what he's been doing.
I believe if Sand King had been there, that would have been a very easily won fight for them.
He blinked into the trees down by the Radiant top jungle and wasn't able to help. And looks like they won't actually get a push off of this. And
that all is due to this sentry ward right here, and by where the shrine used to be. Yeah. Shadow Fiend walked up at about half health, thinking he could get an easy ult off, but gets right clicked down by Drow before he can do anything. Even pops his BKB. 10-second charges on is gone for nothing.
This Tidehunter does run out to the. Looks like Tidehunter's going Assault Cuirass. What do you think about that?
I think that's stupid. I mean, they have a lot of minus armor, but
yeah.
If he wants armor, he should go Shivas. He's a Tidehunter.
Yeah, he's not going to benefit.
They have a Slardar. Slardar can carry an AC, but Slardar has a Void Stone. What is he building with that Void Stone?
That's a good question.
Lincoln's.
Huh. Lincoln's here.
I mean, I don't think it's worth it this game at all. But
as big two-man silence onto both Radiant Heroes, but there's the hook. It connects to Jar.
Oh no!
The stun tries to hold him back, but the Clinks will finish him off with his BKB. He's trying to get forward onto the Slardar, but Slardar will scurry himself away as Sand King stuns just off the mark as he gets her corrosive haze up. He will be brought down here, but the hook does save his friend. Great hook from Pudge. Good teammate. Good coordination there. As you know, but they're gonna.
And they'll have all their ults except for Thunder God's Wrath up in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, this Ravage will be up.
It's gonna make a push very difficult.
They managed to delay the fight until Ravage is up, which will be basically one of the main tools that Dire's going to need to stay in this game and keep their buildings up. As I think what Dire needs to do right now is make like a smoke play or something. Just get aggressive on that map. Try to regain map control, because if it keeps
this is a 2K game. They don't know what smoke is.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a 2K Dota 2 player, and lots of people buy smoke in my games. It's just that it's not always used effectively.
From my experience, it's about half the games people think about getting it.
Yeah, and less than that do they actually use it effectively. As Tidehunter does blink forward, but they don't have the catch for this.
Oh no.
People as
they do have vision on him as he runs forward.
In. The crit isn't very effective as all of Dire is there.
They have 4 blinks.
Trying to chase him down.
Should be able to catch
blink
this
forward
without a problem.
Tidehunter's slowing him up, and here's Drow doing a lot of damage. Not actually using the slow, but Clinks is here. The Ravage does get committed.
Onto the
only connects onto one as there's the
only.
Yeah. The Epicenter will bring down Tidehunter here in the back lines as Dire is retreating out. Crystal Maiden had that aggressive ult, but didn't really have the follow-up for it as
Earthshaker was just outside the radius, and CM will go down here.
There's a big burrow strike here.
Oh no, Earthshaker. The hook connects.
They tried to get more out of that fight, but the other 2 heroes were able to escape away and shrine up as this looks to be
and Dire has nothing to defend with. This should be Rax.
This should be at least
all they have is the Drow and Slardar, but I mean.
Yeah, but there's the burrow strike forward.
Not long with the Drow.
Yeah, Drow is getting brought down. She's held in place by that fissure.
Hook just off the mark.
just off the mark. Yes, indeed. As Shadow Fiend turns his attention to this Rex here.
Pudge just runs forward to keep them off the
Yeah.
defense.
He's just holding him back. There's nothing they can do about it. And there's their barracks. Will they look for
looks
more?
Looks like they're not quite on the same page. Some of them want to go off.
Yeah,
oh,
Pudge is still
Drow's
here.
killing herself.
Drow
Drow's killing herself.
She's gonna kill herself with Blade Mail, but in the end she doesn't, as this Slardar will get the Blink Crush off and Pudge dies. Yeah, a little bit of aggressive play there. Almost brought down that Drow, but yeah.
Drow almost brought down herself, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They now picked up the second Desolator for Radiant team, going on to the Clinks here. This will make him a record.
Did he end up going back for Desolator? I was really hoping he wouldn't.
He has the Desolator. One thing I
And
will
he has
say is...
Bloodthorn queued up. What were you saying?
Oh, the one thing I'll say about him getting Desolator in addition to Earthshakers is if he wants to ever just split push, he could just take a whole Interact so quickly. Don't you think? Like with this Desolator. Well, that's my analysis. I'm not quite hearing you, Matt. You might...
Oh, sorry.
Did you forget to do
pressing
push?
the wrong button.
Yeah, alright. So what do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's good in sense of the split push ability that it offers, as you said, but it would have been better for Earthshaker to not go Desolator, and for Clinks to get it, because it's a far better item on Clinks.
It definitely is.
However, since Earthshaker had already grabbed it, Clinks probably should have just gone for the Bloodthorn.
Clinks will scout out the Tidehunter, not the ideal target as the rest of Dire's here, and they have detection. He'll get himself out. As,
but it looks like Earthshaker's going to be looking for someone to be out of position. But he will get scouted out by the Thunder God's Wrath.
Definitely, and they're shoving in this top lane, but they're actually already dead there. So I think Radiant's move, if they want to just 100% end out this game, I say they just wait for the next Roche. But meanwhile, LGBT BLD Sandwich does get gone on by this Slardar. He looks to move himself aggressively. There's the Ravage.
Ravage will be blown, and you're not even going to be able to bring him down. He has
Tidehunter gets blown up, and so does Moon by this Clinks. LGBT BLD Sandwich gets the double kill.
Ravage down. CM did not pop her ult, but she has no buyback, so it's not even gonna matter.
There's 3 down, and when Tidehunter comes up, he doesn't even have Ravage.
Thunder God's Wrath is still on cooldown.
Looks like there's
gonna find an ult.
He just gets the ult. Drow looks to be brought down by this Clinks here.
But I think he's dead anyway. Mask of Madness, and they save him with the move speed.
Yeah, move speed herself away, and the shrine.
And she's just gonna heal with the shrine.
They're looking to still kill her
Clinks
anyway.
is just gonna die for
He's
anyway.
just going,
There's vision there.
Big silence, keeping her alive as she runs herself away. Looks like Radiant will be forced back, and they're not really using this opportunity to kill towers as Zeus blinks forward aggressively, bringing the Clinks very low.
They could have finished off 2 sets of racks there.
Meanwhile, Pudge is just so deep. They could have just gotten Megas at that point, I believe.
Yeah.
But they just went for the kills, and they didn't get them. As Pudge will get
but
caught out.
It looks like Earthshaker does have the right idea. He will be trying to push middle while they focus Pudge.
Yeah.
But he needs to get himself out.
He's trying his best, but nobody else is really pushing towers. Oh, man.
No, they're busy healing up with the shrine on their side of the map.
Oh, there's the dust onto Earthshaker. He gets amplified up, trying to run himself away.
Oh no, this is... But the Thunder God's Wrath will show, but...
yeah.
Just enough to show
he
that he's
ran into the Shadow Fiend. Clinks was close behind as well.
Drow is a little out of position, but she will not be seen.
No.
A little bit lucky that Shadow Fiend was not able to clip her with vision there. Because with... I believe that with the Iasari, he would have been able to stay on top of her pretty easily. Nobody grabbing her in this game would have been very good for both teams.
Yeah, definitely. Getting that distance is really great against Tidehunter, especially, I think.
Against Earthshaker, against any slows or stuns, it would have been a very good item.
Yeah, it's very good. But nobody's built it just yet. And
Drow's rushing Butterfly. Can you please give me one reason why Drow's rushing Butterfly?
Well, she's rushing it because, as you know well, Matthew, Butterfly gives you damage. And in Dota, if you want to win, you have damage. And that's the most important thing. As you can clearly see here, Clinks had a lot of damage. She killed the Crystal Maiden. Shadow Fiend Now Drow has a lot of damage, so she killed the Shadow Fiend, you know. And then in comes this Earthshaker. He has a lot of damage. He kills the Zeus or something, you know. It's all a matter of who has the most damage. And if you want efficient damage, then there's no better place than Butterfly. No, it's Butterfly. Just stack Butterflies. That's my go-to Lifestealer build, actually. I don't know why you're laughing. I'm trying to be an analyst here, but kind of killing the vibe as there's the blink forward from LGBT Buildy Sandwich tearing through this Drow Ranger.
Tidehunter jumps into Ravage, but gets stunned up and gives LGBT enough time to react.
He gets the BKB off. He'll follow this Drow Ranger anyway.
And they pop that shrine as it dies.
As they're still not really making any progress on these buildings.
They have taken the tower mid.
They have, but this Sand King actually stuns just off the mark on the Sand King, trying to scare himself away. He has Burrow Strike with Ags.
He goes a short range Burrow Strike.
He could have got himself a lot farther.
He's trying to juke, but they have vision on him. I don't know if he realizes this. But the Slaughter decides not to do anything.
Slaughter decides to do nothing as Drow Ranger actually brings down the Pudge again. They're defending quite well despite the fact that they're at a 30k almost net worth disadvantage.
Drow has caught up in net worth to the Earthshaker.
I mean, still not saying a lot as this Clinks will get caught out, but they don't have enough follow-up, so they'll just run away. That's the thing, they really don't have a whole lot of damage besides the Drow Ranger who's got the has a butterfly.
They have the Zeus, but the problem is there's so many BKBs on the enemy team that he just kind of feels underwhelming. He went Glimmer Cave, he doesn't have anything to amp up his damage really. He has the 8th lens, but I mean, that's not much at this point.
Yeah, it really isn't. It's not enough. But
he needs an Octarine or something big.
Roshan is back up, and Black Hack Badger moves directly into the Roche Pit, bringing it down almost half health already, as Earthshaker will join him, giving him the minus armor. Looks like Dire will catch this out with a scan and wants to contest it as Zeus leads the charge, but it'll be dead. And will they turn themselves?
Zeus is gonna go in anyway. He doesn't even care. He's not quite spotted. That was very fortunate for him that they didn't run uphill because he would have died.
That was scary, yeah. Definitely. And yeah, maybe they'll be able to turn this into a lane of Rex again as Clinks hits away at the Tidehunter.
Clinks has finished his Bloodthorn. He still is carrying that Ring of Basilius.
This,
quality late game item.
Wait, who has the Basilius?
Clinks. Bloodthorn Basilius.
Oh yeah, those are the two, that's basically your bread and butter for late game as a Clinks.
He runs uphill, there's a sentry ward, there's sentries everywhere, and they should know this by now, because they've died many times due to that.
As there's the, not the greatest Echo Slam.
Yeah,
Fisher does hold Drow in place, but she'll run herself away. As there's the Epicenter onto Odin, he gets brought down very low.
Out of the fight. Ravage on 1.
Ravage on 1, but meanwhile, Earthshaker will be brought down as Black Hat moves onto this Tidehunter. Everybody's dead.
Tide falls as well.
They're all
dead. Gonna try to do something, but it just gets blown up, and that should be game.
That should be game. She pops the Aegis.
They don't back off and heal.
Yeah. Maybe Black Hat dies. No, I thought he was gonna die to the Nimbus there, but he won't. That would have been entertaining to me.
It would have been hilarious, but like, I don't think he's that bad.
No, he's not. Well, that's game, everybody. I mean,
I would assume.
There's no way. Like, they're gonna get Mega Creeps. They could have ended it.
They have none of their ults.
No, I mean the Zeus is gonna be up in 5, but there's not gonna be a whole lot he can do as GG is called.
Yeah, like all he can do is throw his Nimbus. That won't do anything with the creep waves there.
Yeah, as he glimmers up and runs forward. I don't know if Drisk knows he's there, but
he's
he has the Burrow Strike.
Throw out the Nimbus. Throw out the Nimbus. Does not.
Oh, no Nimbus.
Why did he spend so much money on the item? The Shadow Fiend falls from the creeps.
Oh no, poor Shadow Fiend. As Odin is here, gets the amplified damage off onto this Clinks, but
doesn't have the damage.
No, they don't have any damage. Squistle Maiden desperately trying to get these creeps off the base as Hook isn't quite on the mark.
GGCM carry wall.
Nice supporting. And looks like commands all around for the Radiant team, as it's a happy day. So yeah. What do you think about that game? Crap, I'm bad. So somebody in the background.
Yeah, that would be someone playing weak.
No, well, don't speak that word. Anyway, yeah, that's just about it for this game. Just a pretty straightforward game. Just once those BKBs came out, there was nothing Dire could do there, and it was over. That's that. Cut and dry.
It was underwhelming from Dire. Anyway, yeah, game. GG.
Yeah, good game. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This has been Piffy Man. Joining me as
Amorak
always.
here.
Yeah. Just remember to drink your Ovaltine, and that's about it. Goodbye.